Oh, good. We got one person. Let's wait a minute. Let's wait. Nice. Let's wait till a few more people. Okay, let's start into this. You know, I got the new DeWalt XR DCF 870 hydraulic impact driver on order, but I don't have a hydraulic impact driver to compare it to. Well, I went to the Home Depot website and was checking out the Makita one. It's 500 bucks. It's bare tools, 240. Let alone I got to buy a battery and a charger because I don't own any Makita tools. And Milwaukee, you know, what's that one called? The Milwaukee, whatever it is. You know, I forgot the name of it, but it's not worth the surge. It ain't worth the money. They need to re-update it. Well, lo and behold, I was thinking of another store that sells impact drivers that are, you know, hydraulic, you know, Menards. And you know who makes these for Menards? The same company that makes Flex. Like I say, the same company that makes Flex makes this. So that's the competitor for DeWalt. It's an actual competitor. And this kit is way cheaper. This kit is only 150 bucks. Normal hooks, the 2.5 amp battery, which is down the one cell. I'll charge it. No big deal. Another charger I have now, so now I have another spare. It's my third charger, which I don't really need, but I have a spare one. What do you know? That my original big charger, the air cooling it. Here's our belt clip, but you know I don't like belt clips. Here it is. It's a tank. But if you look at the size of this, I am willing to bet it's awful close to what's that one called? The Rigid Stealth Force is probably about this size. And the Rigid Stealth Force would always beat the Milwaukee. So let's take a look at the stats on this. Okay, the stats. Let's see what everybody's talking about. The supercharger, I'm waiting. I mean, it's on sale right now, I think, through Acme Tools and Ohio Power Tools for $200 now for Milwaukee. But this puts out, let me get my light again. All the much needed paperwork that I don't need. Let me get my light. This puts out low speed is 1600 RPMs and 1000 beats per minute, 300 inch-pounds. Medium speed, 2000 RPMs, 1500 beats per minute, and 500 inch-pounds. And in high speed is 2400 RPMs, 1800 beats per minute, and 650 inch-pounds. So this probably is about as powerful as the Surge. And it's about the size of the old rigid one that they stopped making that I can't even buy. There's a tool, there's like an Ace tool shop all the way on the East Coast that I think it's Pip Tools. They advertise on the internet, but you can't do anything with them. Oh, I got adapters for the DeWalt. I could run my for the 1007 well, they call it the 007 new hammer drill from DeWalt. I can run flex batteries. I can run Milwaukee batteries on it. But I just can't run it on the 860 impact driver. Okay. So now we know what this is. It's basically going to be a baseline for when I do get the DeWalt. Probably, I'm guessing they say in 2 weeks. It's probably going to be more like November by the time that DeWalt comes in. Oh, I already have the quick charger for the, well, never mind. Yeah, well, yeah, the Milwaukee battery charges the Forge batteries, what, in half an hour, 40 minutes? I've already got the super fast charger for the Flex. But I noticed the charger is on sale. So, I do have batteries already. It already comes with a 2.5 amp. This one's already fully charged. I see it's in high speed already. That's low. Medium. Feels like it's got some power. Let's try it in low. First of all, let me get some fasteners here. This is kind of big, but like I say, it looks like about the size of the Rigid. The Rigid was big too. They do make a smaller version of this too for Menards. It's about half the size, but I can imagine how wimpy it is. Oh yeah, low. But they say, like I say, these hydraulic ones are quiet. We'll soon find out. Let me get some fasteners. Okay. Let's see if it has a quick collet. Well, let's pull it out for one. I guess it doesn't have a quick collet. Let's run some 4-inch timber locks on speed 1. Boy, is that quiet. Man, oh man, if you want to work in your house and your wife doesn't want to hear the noise, that is super quiet. That's speed 1. The thing about it is you can't run too big of fasteners with this. We'll finish up with these big ones. This is about as big as I want to get with this right now. I've seen other guys try big fasteners, and this thing it'll shake around in your hand. This does enough shaking. But it certainly is quiet. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Like I say, this is nice and quiet. Now let's turn it to speed 2. See how much faster it is. I don't know, that's pretty quick considering how quiet it is. It's kind of big, but hey, what do you want for a $150 complete kit? At the wall I ordered, the bare tool is $200. But I got plenty of batteries and chargers, so I'm not buying no full tool. In the meantime, this is complete kit, less than the price of the DeWalt. Of course, it's also about probably twice the size. This is quiet. I don't have a noise meter, so I can't tell how much it's putting out, but you can only get this at Menards. You can't get this anywhere else, but the same company that makes Flex makes this. So I wouldn't doubt if they come out with a hydraulic impact driver sooner or later. Probably later. Nice and quiet. And they say they have steady power. Kind of heavy, but oh well. You want to work in place inside where we want to, you know, this sounds like it's actually about as quiet as a drill. A little bit harder. But I'm definitely waiting for that new DeWalt, which will have 3 times the power of this. Yeah, complete combo. Complete combo from Menards. Complete combo. Yeah. That's what you get. Complete combo. Battery, charger, and the unit. And like I say, the same company makes Flex, makes this. Let's keep going with speed 2. Now let's try speed 3. That's pretty fast. And it feels like a consistent, they say that's consistent, you know, numbers. That's in a soft spot. A little bit louder. But that's why you have the speed control on. If you're in somewhere like an office building or your house, you don't want to make much noise. Still quieter than a regular impact driver. It's not even warming up yet. I will take a temperature of it when it warms up, because we're going to be here for about an hour. That's high speed. Nice and quiet. I would love to be able to find that rigid Masterforce. But I don't know where to get it now, since that one place, it's Pip Hardware out of the East Coast. You click on trying to buy it and it does nothing. Try to call them up, the phone line is busy. They're probably out of business. And it's only $140. But that was nothing. A couple years ago, I noticed some guys did some YouTube videos on it. You can buy that old rigid Masterforce as a kit for $100 on sale at the Home Depot when they used to carry it. This is definitely quiet. You don't need ear protection. Not even getting hot yet. It'll be interesting to test out these hydraulic impact drivers in the wintertime when it's 0 degrees. Yeah, it's about the size of their impact wrenches, you know. Since the same company makes Flex, makes all this for Menards. But they make a much smaller one. It's about half this size, but I really didn't want it. I want something with a little bit more power. I got to be able to try to compete with the new DeWalt, and I know this won't compete with it. I'll be shocked if it does, but we'll soon find out when I get it. If the DeWalt is worth the $200 for bare tool or $350 in a kit. This is definitely quiet. I've never worked with a hydraulic impact driver. Trying to see how long this battery will last. Would imagine since it doesn't take much power. Down to 3. That's not too bad. This is the cheapest one, other than the tiny one that's on closeout because nobody wants to buy it. I definitely feel the herky-jerkiness of it, but it's quieter. You can't have best of both worlds. Being this works on hydraulic fluid or hydraulic oil in it, it's quiet. Definitely different feel. We all know the DeWalt's probably going to be twice as fast. They've had what? They've had hydraulic impact dryers for what, 10 or 15 years now? So DeWalt's had what, 10 or 15 years to figure out what to do for the first one? And then letting me and other guys that buy it try to find all the bugs in it. Because that's what it'll be. There'll be bugs in the first edition. I'll be shocked if there's not bugs in it. Oh yeah. Like I say. Oh, I've already talked to a company. I was on, you know, commenting on fine power tools from Germany. They're interested in me, you know, putting out a video. I said, well, maybe you guys ought to send me a power tool. Fine power tools are made in Germany. They're nice, but they're pretty expensive. They make an awesome drill combo. It's $550. That's $200 more on the DeWalt. I'm sure it's better made. You gotta look out for the 12-volt line. Their 12-volt line from Fine is made in China. You want the 18, 20-volt line. So I'm gonna try to convince them to send me a tool maybe soon. I try to lead on. They're too expensive to buy. Yeah, Ryobi used to make a hydraulic impact driver. I forgot the name of it, but there's several videos on YouTube with guys with the Rigid and the Ryobi, and we all know that Makita still makes theirs, but it's $240 bare tool. I checked out batteries. You got to buy a battery and a charger. You're spending about another $250 for a good battery and a good charger. You're looking at $500. It's like, no, I don't think so. That makes the DeWalt look cheap. I just never got into Makita tools yet. So anyhow, they're coming out with their tabless batteries too. Everybody saw all the YouTube videos. All the guys that got invited to their, where is that? I think it's in Georgia. But like I say, so the DeWalt one hopefully comes out by Halloween, I'm hoping. They keep saying the 20th. Well, we'll see about that. I could have got the new DeWalt XR DCF 870 from Vietnam, but no, I could have got that 3 months ago, but I didn't want it. No, thank you. It'll be the same problems everybody else had with the 860 with the collet. This is nice and quiet, actually. I'd consider this if I had to use an impact driver in the house to use this. At least you're not disturbing people. People can watch TV. Yeah, I got to get that DeWalt, then compare it to this. I'm sure it's going to be twice the unit. So it's also $200 more for a complete kit. And it's also half this size. A little bit louder. It's still quiet. It hasn't warmed up yet even. I mean, look how slow it goes. Like I say, the Makita would have been one, but it's just too much money just to be able to compare tools. I could deal with buying this, trying to compare it to the new DeWalt. And I really wanted the rigid Stealthforce, but it's gone. I don't know where you probably have to go to eBay, and I'm not paying a exuberant money for it. I'm sure all the top YouTube channels will break out their old Stealthforce when they put it against the new DeWalt. I'm sure they'll all do it. We all know who those channels are. They all have 400,000 subscribers or more. And they have a warehouse of power tools. But none of them will have this. They're not going to waste their time on this. This is like second best. This is quiet. Not even warmed up yet. Look how many I've done. Let's turn the speed. Go back to speed 1. Really quiet. It's actually more herky-jerky in speed 1. Let's go to speed 2. Okay, now let's remove them all. Battery, down to 2 bars. Oh, my neighbors don't mind. This is too early. Let's don't forget this is only what, 7 o'clock at night? Okay, let's remove all these. A better idea, let's run some more and then we'll remove everything all at once. Not even warming up yet, but I will take a temperature. It's not bad. See how it is, okay, where my hand is. A little warmer. Battery. Collet. Not bad. It's kind of big, but it's not bad. Like I say, you want to work in your house and not disturb your whole house. What's my favorite tool? I don't know, probably the impact driver. I can tell Tools with Souls he loves his drill drivers and hammer drills. Well, he's been working with them forever. That's why he loves them so much. I like her drill drivers and hammer drills too, but You know, you can wear yourself down trying to run the things all day. Okay, let's try to run something else now. Let us run. Let's run. The only thing I don't like about it is it does not have a quick collet. Let's run these. Like I say, this is quieter than a drill. Way quieter than a drill. Well, maybe the same as a drill. And without dealing with a chuck. Let's turn the speed too. Now, if Milwaukee ever updates their surge, I'll consider buying one. But that thing has been around for what? 10 years? Update it. I'm sure they probably will since DeWalt's coming out with the new XR DCF 870. Milwaukee's got to play catch up. Well, of course they got to play catch up. They're red and DeWalt's yellow. That's a good joke on Milwaukee. In the meantime, this is relish. I relish the price on it. I can tell what's getting hot is, we'll test it shortly, right up in here. It's starting a little warm. And what do you expect? Look all the fasteners I've used. It's probably a good thing this unit's big. It takes, you know, the vibration doesn't come in a small package. It'll be interesting to see how much vibration the DeWalt puts out. If this power as they say it is, it's going to vibrate a little. And I'm interested to see if the new 870 hydraulic DeWalt can beat the 887. I have an 887. I'm interested to see if it could beat the 840. And I'm interested to see if it could beat the 845. It might be able to beat all their old impact drivers in power. It probably will. That's just in speed 2. Let's pony it up to speed 3. Let's see what the battery's at. Down to 1 cell. Don't worry, I got more batteries. I definitely heard that. There's something there. Yeah, it's stripped. Never mind. That'll be another, either I take it out or cut it out. I'll just take it out. A little bit noisier. Now I'm going to do a temperature check. Going up a little bit. The motor in back. The motor ain't too bad. Battery. It's not too bad a temperature. If I would have been running all these in with the DeWalt 860 super duper impact driver, it'd be probably 110 degrees by now. This is for people that want to be quiet and don't want a tool to get too hot. Okay. Now, let me retry that. One thing, let me start the other light up. Okay. Okay, whatever that said. Hard for those thermometers to react at night. It's starting to warm up a little. Okay, let's move on to bigger stuff. Let's see what it does with bigger stuff. It's the only thing I don't like, no quick collet, but what do you want for the money? Okay, 6-inch, timber locks. Let's try it in speed 1. I'd rather doubt this thing probably won't like speed 1. Not bad. Though I swear it went down over there. Knew I should. I drove a few of them in there. Let's drive it further back. Taking time now. Wow, the battery's probably croaked. Nah, let's turn the speed up to speed 2. Oh well, so I drove a bunch in front. No big deal. Okay, let's try it in speed 3. Put it in right here. There's got to be something there. Okay, now it's starting to warm up. Let's take a temperature check. 95. That ain't bad temperatures. Okay, let's run 3 more. Run it in high. Battery's down to 1 bar. Okay, let's remove these. Make sure I'm at speed 3. Where did I put that one at? Can't be there. Yes, it is. Okay, let's remove the rest of them. Is it hot? Yeah, it's a little hot. I wonder if that broke. Yep. I knew it broke. That one ain't coming out. Here it comes. Yeah, it's a little hot, but not as hot as the DeWalt putting it in. Oh, this thing? Huh. Let me get a weight on it. I don't have a weight thing, but let me get a weight on what I say it weighs. Probably minus the battery. Amp. Let's say it weighs 5 pounds. That ain't too bad. Still weighs less than a Milwaukee Forge battery. Which are lighter than regular batteries. Okay. They need to put a light around the nose. Now let's check the temperature on. Now it's starting to get warm. That's the nose. Let's try the side. Let's try the motor. Try the battery. Battery's nice and cold. Okay, let's remove these. The only thing I don't like I say, no quick collet. Yeah, get the other box. And that's in high speed. This thing is quiet. I'm not used to this. And you can work all day with this and not have to have hearing protection. As slow as it is, I wouldn't even have eye protection on. This ain't exactly an 860 in speed. Battery's still going too. A little bit tougher. They're not really hot. They're just warm. And that's in high gear. A little warm. I'm impressed. If DeWalt can make their unit twice as good as this, they have something. It'll be half the size too. Don't forget, the new DeWalt 870 hydraulic, they say it's going to, size-wise, it's going to be a little bit bigger than the 850, but smaller than the new 860. So it'll be right in between size-wise. The battery's still going. That's top gear. That's in high gear. Quiet. Very quiet. Oh yeah, Festools are nice too. There's not too many guys. I don't have an 8 amp for this. All I have is a 5 amp. When this dies, maybe we'll put the 5 amp on it now, because this is down to the last bar, and it's starting to flash now. Down to the last bar and flashing. That means it's croaking. Then we'll charge up that one and take off the new one, which I don't need to charge because I'm good. Let's run the 5 amp. That's well, actually, they actually do make bigger batteries. I think they make a 6 amp, a 7 amp, a 6 amp, 7.5, and maybe an 8. Well, this is the 5 amp boost battery. I think these are 21700 cells. That's why they call it boost. I know they make bigger batteries, but how much bigger do you want this thing to be? It already weighs a ton. They make a lot of impact wrenches too. Flex for Menards. I just don't want to buy any of them. I got no reason to. Anyhow, I get 11% back on this. I'll get a nice rebate check in about a month. And go and spend another $50 at Menards. You know, they save big money at Menards. Spend big money at Menards. You keep getting a rebate check. You keep going back. Keep going there. Keep bringing the rebate. Keep going. It's never ending. The only time they quit the rebate check, what is that, around January? When things are slow? With inflation, they ought to give everybody back 20%. By the way, Menards is privately held. They're not traded on the stock exchange. The guy that owns it doesn't want to be dealing with shareholders. That was a toughie. Probably getting stripped out. I had enough time to charge the other battery. That's nice. As soon as it warms up a little bit more, then we'll test the temperature. Maybe we'll wait for it to be done with everything here. I'm going to have to sit and go through my video and count how many fasteners I installed and removed. This thing is actually pretty fast for being a hydraulic. Not too many guys playing with these Menards tools on YouTube. Only maybe about 5 or 6 guys. The rest of them, Shop Tool Reviews did do a few of these because I think, I know there's no Menards in Florida, but I think he, you know, makes a phone call and says, hey, want to send me some of your tools? I'll show them off. He gets them for nothing. I have to pay for them. I think he, in fact, I think he did this hydraulic about a year ago. I'll have to look back in his videos. Now I'm smelling it. That's a dud. It'd be nice to get free tools from the manufacturers. It's like being a, you know, a car magazine. I used to get free cars from the manufacturers. But they had to return them, but at least they got them to test. You think they made them, these magazines, Car and Driver, Road and Track, Motor Trend, Auto Week, and all the rest pay for the car? They gave them the car for a week to drive. Not what you know, it's who you know. That was before everything went online. Awkward angle. I remember, in fact, I think he did the hydraulic a couple years ago, or a year ago. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And let's get this out of the way. This is nothing but a headache. Okay, now let's get a temperature before I move on to removing the other ones. The nose. The battery, of course, is, you know, still got full charge. It's 5 amp hour. Not too hot. You know. I mean, we all know the DeWalt would be way hotter than this by now. We all know the new M12 second generation stubby, if I kept putting these in at a rapid rate, it would overheat already. That M12 stubby is only made for one thing. It's made to take off something really quick and rest for 20 seconds. And then take off something really quick and rest for 20 more seconds. And then take something off really quick and rest for 20 more seconds. And then maybe we'll take something off for 30 seconds and rest for an hour. It's not made to sit there and, you know, impact away for more than 20 seconds. Maybe it will when it gets the new forged battery. We all know that. All my testing on it. I will be having a brand. Oh, this is Masterforce from Menards. You know, Masterforce. You get these from Menards. Menards is only in certain parts of the United States. You can probably go online and order it. I don't know about overseas if you can get it, but the same company that makes this for Menards also makes Flex, Skill, what the other one, the lawnmower I have, got the name of it now, but they make quite a bit of power tools. You know who it is. It's, you know, I've got the name of the company now. Yeah, well, if you don't have Menards, all you do, I suppose you can get it shipped to your house. But like I say, this is 150 bucks. You can't beat this. Comes with everything. The unit, the battery, the charger, even a belt hook. Well, Flex makes a lot of tools. It's all one company. It's Shervan. Shervan. Look up the manufacturer of Flex. Shervan bought them out. They bought out everybody. They own Skill. What is the name of that dang Ego? They own like a half a dozen or a dozen other tool companies. In fact, their main headquarters is located 50 miles away from me in Naperville, Illinois. Yeah, Shervan. They make this for Menards. That's why sooner or later, since DeWalt decided to get in the 870 hydraulic impact driver, you know Milwaukee is going to take their Surge and update it. And then sooner or later, Flex is going to do, well, let's start making a Flex impact driver in hydraulic. It all depends what the government says. You know, they say, you can't have all these noisy tools on construction sites. They got to be quiet. Yeah, good luck on that one. Okay. Now, let's come up with the other one. Unit is starting to get a little warm. Let's remove all these other units. Menards has a whole Masterforce line of everything from power tools to, you know, bits for driving stuff, saw blades, everything. Everything's Masterforce. I got sockets. I got 20 sockets from Masterforce. That's how they make their money. So in other words, the manufacturer makes it for them to their specifications and they make more profit. You know, it's kind of like Harbor Freight. You know, they somebody in China makes all their tools. I really like to see Flex go to Harbor Freight or Flex go to Menards, but I heard Lowe's is probably going to keep them. But they need to put them more, you know, more into trying to sell Flex tools, not trying to sell craftsmen. I call craftsmen craftsmen. My God, the craftsman power tools are what? 2 generations old from DeWalt. In other words, if DeWalt comes out with a new impact driver, they'll give their old one and relabel it and make it a Craftsman. The only thing I really like from Craftsman are the hand tools. And even then, they've gone down the quality. They used to make them here, now they make them in China. Like I could have bought, what, a year ago, what, a DeWalt high torque impact wrench for what, half the price of a DeWalt? I'll pass. But you can get adapters and run DeWalt batteries on them. But they don't make a power stack for, you know, Craftsman. Not yet, at least. I'm getting used to this thing being quiet. If I had to work all day, I'd work with something quiet. Then again, it would take all day to install all these with this because it's so slow. And it does need a little better light. Not like it's, its other brother, the big impact driver I have with the halo light on it. They need to upgrade this. Okay, now let's take a temperature. Then we'll try to drill with it once. Yeah, Chevron, like I say. They also make Skill, Ego, and 3 or 4 other brands. They bought all the companies out. Chevron's located out of China, but one of their corporate offices in North America is located in Naperville, Illinois, about 50 or 60 miles northwest of me. Getting a little warm. Battery's cold. Now let's try to drill. Just one drill bit. That's it. Something small. You ain't going to drive anything big. Let's see what he can do. We'll do it up in here with my big gaps. Actually, let's just try to put through this 1/2-inch board. I'll turn the camera. We'll try to put it right through here. Let's not go with too big of a one. They won't be able to do it. I'm trying to temperature gauge it. Boy, if only they made a temperature gauge flashlight. These are stinger bits. I've hardly used these. Let's go with a, let's try to 5/8. Okay, let's try it. I still don't like this collet. Let's see what the battery's at. Still fully charged. Not too bad. Let's try a little bit thicker. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad at all, actually. Let's see what the temperature on it is now. It's actually pretty quiet. I swear that's quieter than a drill. No, that ain't too bad. And it's quieter than a drill. I swear it's quieter than a drill. Way quieter than a drill. Drill makes more noise than that. Not too bad. 105. See what the bid is. Bit's going up and down, but nah. I ain't arguing about that. This ain't bad. I can find another spot. Let me get on this side. I hate reaching over. Okay, let's try it here. Let's try to go through 2-ply. Let's try to bury it. This ain't too bad. It's quieter than a drill. A little warm, but it's quieter than a drill, and battery hasn't lost anything. It's a 5 amp. You want this with a 5 amp then. Twice as long working. And it feels like it's got more power. Yep. Like I say, this ain't too bad. This ain't too bad of a unit. More testing tomorrow. This time we'll put it against impact drivers that I consider close to it. We're not even going to try the 860 or the Milwaukee or anything else, but we'll try all the lesser ones. You know, all the ones underneath 2,000 inch-pounds and maybe a couple over it. But this is a nice unit, and you heard how quiet it is. Quiet. Man, it's better than using an impact driver regular. This hydraulic is quiet. This is what you want. But like I say, this is not a bad unit. It's kind of big, but hey, to me it sounds quieter than a drill even. Problem is, you can't drill in the concrete with this. There's no mode for that. But I'd say this is a unit that's worth 150 bucks. You could probably get it on sale. I'm guessing probably close to holidays for probably 100. It just needs a nice halo light. And of course, you can get bigger batteries for it too. So this ain't a bad unit. Ain't a bad unit at all. And it's still fully charged. Well, okay, guys. I'll go, like I say, Menards. I'm pretty sure Shop Tool Reviews did. I'll have to look back in his video collection. But they make a smaller one, too. It's like maybe this big. But it'll be way weaker than this, too. So, okay, guys. Online tomorrow night, we'll put this against some other impact drivers, and I'm waiting for the new 870 to come in. What model is this? Let me find it. Okay. This is it. From Menards. I guess the model number would be 241-0358. You get this at Menards. And it comes as a kit, you know. The unit, you don't get that battery, you get the 2.5 amp, and you get a charger with it. And no bag, no carrying bag, so. It's a nice unit. I'm sure you can get it on sale in a while, too. Yeah, Masterforce boost. I can imagine how it handles with the bigger batteries, you know. This is the 5 amp. The 5 amp actually felt like it had a little more power compared to the 2.5 amp. Now, I know they make different size batteries for it. It's actually a pretty nice unit. I mean, it was quiet. So, okay, guys. And look at it. It's got a bit holder in back. I didn't know that until now. Yep. Okay, guys. Tomorrow night, Eric the Bearded Tool Guy signing off.